Hi guys, it's me, Karen, from Karen's Intuitive Jewelry. So I went to a ribbon cutting ceremony today in a little town just north of me. It's north of Clearwater, which is right north of me, but Dunedin, Florida. It's a very artistic, very popular town. My brother and sister-in-law live there, and I've been there for over 30 years, but a very cool town. They have all kinds of activities going on. I think they've got more breweries in their little town than in the whole county. So it's kind of a hippie-ish kind of town. Anyway, you can look it up. I'll put it on the screen. Dunedin, Florida, and it's actually kind of Scottish, I believe, in origin. But anyway, this was two gals that are collaborating in one business. The one gal is like an energy healer and does all kinds of, meditations and tarot readings and all kinds of stuff. And then the other gal is like a coach, but deals specifically a life coach. But I guess she's trained in the practices of the law of attraction and recovery, 12-step recovery and all those spiritual healing type therapies and stuff. And so she's the second part of the business, but she's running a little bookstore, gift store, along with offering classes and whatnot, workshops and stuff. So I was invited by another friend of mine who's also a body healer, energy healer, and I met her up there, and it was for the ribbon cutting of their brick and mortar store, which is amazing. And they have a wonderful story about how they met and their life's dreams, and when they first met, they knew somehow that they would collaborate. Anyway, it was very inspiring, and I bought a little book. It's pretty funny. I should have brought it in here. It's actually an adult coloring book. I'm sure y'all are familiar with that. But this has the word F in it. It's like all kinds of things that are funny about, F this, or, cut the crap, or whatever it is. And so that kind of made me laugh. And it was super cheap. It was like $6. But anyway, as I was paying this gal, her name is, if I can pronounce it correctly, Mai Tai. It's spelled like Myette or something, and I don't know if she's Indian or what. I think her last name is like Deshawn or something like that. But anyway, I had the opportunity to chat with her as I was checking the book out, and because I saw a little bit of jewelry in there, I asked her if she was planning on adding any type of jewelry. And make a long story short, she was very interested in my work. And of course, I was wearing my newest piece, my chrysocolla malachite. And as I was getting ready to go, I found this. It's a rose quartz. I did not make this one, but it had a little malachite on it. So I'm like, oh, okay, you want to be together. And it's cool because it's like that layering that's real trendy right now. So I thought it was perfect. So anyway, she asked me to contact her and we would chat. It'll be a consignment situation, but I'm good with that. You got to try it. If you don't like it, you can always not do it anymore. But you have nothing to lose, except you might lose out on something by not taking the risk and trying it. So I just want to let you guys know that's kind of how I started my day and ended my day, on a positive note. So I might be getting into a third store in my county, which is mind-blowing to me, you guys. Oh my gosh. I can't. Yeah, I'll just, if I talk too much about it, I'll cry. And you guys don't want to see me cry. But I'm going to, the next piece I'm going to do, I was going to do this, let's see if I can, this Ruby Zoisite, rose cut. But I think because I'm on a small kick right now, small stone kick, I'm going to look in my stash for maybe a smaller one. And I'm thinking that some of these pieces I'm working on now just might be going into the new store. And this store would be almost a dream for me, because the other two stores are really geared towards retail. And one's more of a hippie, I mean, that's in their name, Lil Hippie. The other one's the Emporium, and they just have so much stuff, and even mass-produced stuff that they get from India, and fair trade stuff. It's not from China, but still, they just, it's not, doesn't speak to my soul. And these gals, wow, I hope to attend some of their workshops, and they're gonna have even quarterly where people who are in the healing field, like massage therapists or regular therapists, or, you know, people that are nurses or whoever are caregivers, kind of, that give back a lot, they can come into the shop for like a nurturing session for free or a workshop for free. They're just going to try and give back to the community. So it really feels like a good fit for my stuff. And though they had a little bit of jewelry in there, it, surprisingly, guys, it was stamped jewelry. I was like, okay, you can't make that stuff up. But it wasn't anything like the stamping I was doing. It was just, there was some that had just words on it, like, you know, happiness or healing or balance or whatever, just on the little round discs. And then some of the other ones, I guess the gal had the bigger stamps that had the zodiac signs on it. That really was the only jewelry she had. So I said, I specialize in the healing crystals. And she's like, yes. So contact me, or I'll contact you, and we'll talk about it. So pretty exciting. But let me look at my stash and see what other stone I can find that's a little bit smaller, because I'm kind of on a kick of the smaller pendants right now, because I think this is a good idea. And maybe this collection will be the first that goes into the new shop. Plus, I don't use as much silver if it's a smaller piece, right? Right, because I haven't even broke into my great piece of silver that I bought before Christmas, but I'm like, oh, I hate to cut it open, you know, because it's sterling silver. It's this, and this is 3 inches by 6 inches, and I paid like over $100 for it, so you can understand why I'm like, But if I make small pendants, I'll get much more out of this small piece. Okay, enough rambling. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, because those are the exciting things, and I count my blessing. So here's the one that I was going to use, and these all are the rose cut. So I have some pretty ones. And then I want to show you, of course, I know I've shown you before, but I never get tired of this. Look at that. Wow. It makes me so happy. So I don't know which one to pick. Honestly, they're so pretty. Not that, you know, many people are around black lights, but I'm gonna weed them out, I think. I'm thinking this one. So that other one, the bigger one, I was gonna set in just this plain, and I really do need practice on, because believe it or not, gallery wire is way easier to work with, because it's usually sterling silver as opposed to fine silver. So I don't know, should I just go with the plain and then maybe do a rope around it? But I really like this. I think this is called a shark's tooth or something like that. But that's what I used on the chrysocolla malachite. And I think it's a tad bit wider. This is 3/16, I think. Yeah, it's a lot more. I don't know. Let me think about it. And I decided to go with the plain one since I do need practice with it. And so that's what I'm here for, is to learn. So I think also because I kind of had a lengthy opening or intro, I'm gonna try not and do a lot of talking and maybe even do more just still photos of what I'm doing, because if you want to see the details again, you know, of how it's done, you can watch the chrysocolla malachite one. So I will try to remember to refer people back to that if they want details, because that was like over 40 minutes long, and this one will be even longer because of my rambling. And I'm sorry, you guys, but okay, so I'm just gonna take some pictures, I think. Here's the design I came up with. So instead of having the stone set like this last one, right, with the teardrop facing down, I'm gonna do the teardrop facing up. But I thought, that's kind of boring, but this will be one of my first attempts, maybe my very first attempt. No, I may have done one ball one time. But now I'm gonna try and do 3 balls on the bottom, and then just kind of a plain little loop bail at the top. I'm not gonna do the rope because I don't want to do the same thing, right? So that's what I'm attempting to do. And yes, I melted these balls all by myself, just out of some scrap wire. So I'm gonna get this set up, okay? Okay guys, we're ready. I usually forget to use the tumbler because I've only had it like a couple of weeks and it's kind of on a table out of sight. But I'm using the tumbler today. Wow. Love using a tumbler. I just need to start remembering. Okay, let's go set this baby. Okay, here we go. I'll be back. And here it is, guys. I did it. Yay. It was much harder than the other one. You saw I struggled with the balls and I struggled with the bail, and it's not perfect. You can see the sides lower. But being that that was probably the 6th attempt I made, I wasn't about to go through that again. But I'm happy with it. It won't get top dollar because I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that, even though most people probably wouldn't even notice. But with a nice silver chain, I think it's pretty. So let's check it out here with the black light. Even with some light coming through the window. Look at that. Wow. Very cool. Remember, that's the ruby in the Ruby Zoisite. So anything with ruby in it, ruby, fusite, real ruby. I have some ruby and kyanite coming, and that'll probably flash as well. There, I just, trying to do this through a camera. Anyway, that's this second project. Now, I got to figure out a new one for the next one and what one I'm even going to do. And stay tuned here at the end, guys. I went to the beach just to bring you a little couple minute video of what one of our local beaches looks like. So stick around. Thanks so much. Appreciate you guys. Happy Friday, guys. I had to come out to the beach. This is where my vet is. And so I thought while I was here, I'd give you just a quick little treat of one of our local beaches. This is Indian Rocks in Pinellas County. And here we go. These are sea grapes. And they do actually put out and produce grapes. They're kind of sour, but I like them. They don't produce till, I think, August. And here's just the entryway to get onto the beach. I guess spring break is kind of just winding down now. I was surprised with all the traffic. Crazy. Oh yeah. Wow. Usually this is a quiet beach, but you can see it's not so quiet today. County, both our beaches, they're always ranked in like the top 5 in the country. And we have the white sandy beach, real soft, pretty nice water. It depends on the time of year. And it's actually must be a storm out there because the waves aren't usually even this much, because this is the Gulf of Mexico. So the other side of Florida, there's way more waves because it's the Atlantic. But man, it is gorgeous. You can see the water's pretty clear. Water's still cool. I'll tell you, it gets so hot down here that in the dead of summer, it is not even enjoyable to go in the water because it's like a bath. It's not refreshing at all. But anyway, I thought while I was out here, I would give you a quick look. This beach is about 15 minutes from my house. So I have easy access to lots of beaches. If you're interested, you can look up Pinellas County, Florida. We're on a little peninsula, surrounded pretty much by water. So we're very vulnerable, but there's an old Indian legend that the ancient Indians blessed this county to protect it from hurricanes. And I've never seen a really bad one here, actually.